Pish posh mishmash. Patty cake, bakers, man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Those were some fire bars right there.
Hell yeah! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Greasy Monkey Show, episode cuatro. That's
What's
four
that
in
mean?
Spanish.
No, isn't it? Aren't we on 8?
Divided by 2. That
Or
was
if you
your
count
lesson
the
in
old
arithmetic. Oh, on the old episodes, and I think this is like episode 7.
No,
I think we did 3.
7.
No, I think
You don't
we
even
did-
know how many episodes we've done.
I think
Are you
I'm pretty
kidding
sure
me?
we did 3 before we rebooted.
No, we did 4.
No, I refuse to believe that.
You're gaslighting
This is
me.
going to be the biggest debate of the century. I can already feel it. Presidents are going to be debating this for elections to come.
Debating how many episodes that are clearly visible on the channel.
Debating who was right. Was it Kyler or was it Danny on December 30th of 2020? How many episodes were there before this 4th episode of the refreshed Greasy Monkey Show?
You know, I give up. It's 7, whatever you say.
No, maybe it's 8.
Wow, what a debate.
I don't even
All
want
right,
to be
well,
right.
welcome back, everybody, for another jam-packed episode. And we've got so much in store for you. A lot of weird stuff, a lot of important things to discuss, and more nonsense, more absurdity. So,
Yeah.
Buckle in.
Buckle in, buckle up, and get ready
Actually,
for
we
a
skipped-
bumpy ride.
We skipped last week because
We did.
It was Christmas week. And
It was
you were
Christmas
in
week.
Cincinnati, which is in Ohio, which is in the U.S.
Yes, I hope that you all passed your geography tests that you might have had between now and the first Greasy Monkey Show we ever did when coming back. As I said, Cincinnati is where I go for my Christmas season celebrations, and that is in
how'd that go, man?
Ohio. It went well. The drive was fine. Made it to Cincinnati in 11 and a half hours. And then
What did you do on the drive up there?
I just caught up with my dad. Chatted about anything and everything with him. So, a lot of sports talk. Just catching up on anything going on with him, with me. Him with his work. They're telling like interesting stories. So did that, and then usually I sleep like in the morning, but this time it was surprising. I didn't sleep until like the last hour of the trip. So, but yeah, we got there and we got some Skyline chili, which is a nice little like not fast food or anything. It's a little restaurant chain. It's kind of similar to what a Steak and Shake might be around here.
Okay.
So one of those places. Which, by the
Yeah,
way,
never heard of it.
did you hear that Steak and Shake was going out of business?
No, I didn't hear that.
My dad told me, he's like, yeah, they're starting to close locations down all over.
What? I didn't hear anything.
Isn't that
about
wild?
I
Yeah,
like Steak and Shake.
I
I'm sad.
I know, me too. That's a
Rip in peace.
That's a bummer. R.I.P. in peace. So yeah, how about your little Christmas time? Did you do anything special?
It was good. No, not really. Spend time with family.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's about it.
Did you get anything cool?
A couple of friends were in town, so we hung out.
Yeah.
And-
All right. Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
Not really.
No, nothing at all. Nothing
No.
noteworthy.
Like my grandparents gave me a few gift cards and stuff. But my nieces weren't in town with my sister, and we usually do the presents for them. So we're gonna do it on another day, like coming up.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
We want the kids to be there. So
Right. So are you going to open up some stuff at that point? Then you think that there's gonna be some more stuff
yeah,
for you?
definitely.
Cool.
Yeah. Why did you get anything?
I got a few things. I got a Chris Godwin jersey for the Bucks, his alternate color. I got my dad made that poster board of the Rays Game 4 World Series win. It's framed and everything. Then you got some other like lightning stuff. Got some of like a case of the Bud Light, the Bud Lightning.
Oh, sweet.
For the Lightning, for it's like brewed for the NHL champs or whatever it says. Got like the Rays T-shirt for when it's like representing the American League, the World Series. Got that T-shirt. A few other little things here and there. And yeah. So overall, a pretty good Christmas.
What are your New Year's plans?
New Year's, I'm not really sure. We got one of our friends is coming into town, as you know. Other than that, we're probably just going to hang out here with my roommate and whoever else wants to join us at our place, and probably just come up with some type of drinking games and probably tune in, probably around like 11:30 and watch the ball drop. I was talking with some people at work today about how weird it's going to be watching the ball drop this year without any crowd in Times Square.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Wow.
Yeah. So
I was going to go to a party, but some of the people that were going to come got COVID or were exposed to it.
Oh,
so
really?
That got canceled. Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so other than that, though.
COVID ruins everything. I can't believe it.
It did. At least I'm thankful that I was still able to go up north for the season, so it didn't necessarily ruin that. It did hamper like the Christmas Eve festivities. We didn't have as many people over for the Christmas Eve party or anything like that, but it was still a good time. So
sweet. All right, so now that we've gotten the catching up out of the way,
yep.
Let's jump into it.
Yeah.
I need updates.
All right.
On one specific thing.
All right.
I think you know what it is.
Wait, you want updates with what?
A very specific janitor in a very specific bathroom.
There has been no updates. There has been no mischievous doings, no criminal activity done to the men's bathroom or the urinal from what I've noticed. Now, this could be a various number of reasons. The janitor could have scared away the culprit. The culprit could be bored. The janitor could be bored, or the janitor and or the culprit, because we know that could be the same person, might just be off for the holiday season right now. So, I mean, I will say that though there was no gum in the urinal anymore when I used it today. So.
I see gum in urinals all the time. It doesn't really make it out of the ordinary. But, once, the holidays pass, I'm sure more things will happen.
Yeah.
We'll get more clues.
I
We'll be
hope.
right on their trail.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe it's just going to be a dead
Even though we
case.
kind of know who it is already.
Right. I mean, we think. We don't know, though.
I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% positive it's the janitor.
It's the janitor. He did it with the gum in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
So, but I will keep you all up to date with any developments in that case.
Please do.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on then. Do you have any exciting or weird things to discuss, maybe concerning some celebrities?
You know what? I'm glad you asked. I'm really glad you asked. Because I've stumbled upon a few things that I thought was a little out there, a little weird. Nothing that should really be done about anything, or anybody should go out and do anything about. But we should all definitely discuss it. And I'd love to hear your reactions, the listeners' reactions, the world's reactions to these headlines.
The world.
So did a little digging. And our little friend Kate Middleton.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah. For all of you who don't know that, she's the Duchess of Cambridge. Well, the headline says Kate Middleton, and then in quotes, "This was the worst Christmas ever." So
the worst Christmas ever?
Yeah. A
I
little
expect
dramatic.
it to be like, okay, I want to hear more.
All right, so rumor has it, and I mean, these rumors may be true, they may not be true, but she said that and then started throwing a fit like a little child. All right, like throwing a tantrum. All right, in front of the media. All right, and all because she didn't get what she wanted for Christmas. So
Do you know what she said?
She. Well, here's the thing. You can't really take all that the media says, for certain.
Well, it's all fake news.
They're saying, right. But it says they weren't able to go to their usual location for their Christmas to do their usual Christmas festivities. Well, you know what, Kate? How about you join the club? All right.
I'm sure
nobody was able to do that.
A luxurious place that they usually go to.
Yeah. And they still sent out their little. Will and Kate sent out their Christmas card. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry you were trapped at your Norfolk mansion thing. All right. And I'm sorry that you didn't get your little gifts that you wanted. All right. But I just think it's weird that you're throwing a tantrum claiming that this is the worst Christmas ever.
Was that the actual headline? I want to see this headline.
The headline says, Kate Middleton, this was the worst Christmas ever. From the Hollywood Gossip. So, and
was she like stomping her feet, screaming her head off?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, think about this. All right, so Christmas is on the 25th. This headline, this news article was made on December 29th, 4 days later. So she's obviously throwing a tantrum and she's not over it. 4 days passed. All right. So all right. That I thought that was kind of weird. I thought I didn't like that she was throwing a fit. She was, on the ground, stomping her feet, throwing her fists.
So you said this was at a press conference?
Yeah, at a press conference. Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
I can't say for sure, but that's my guess.
She's just,
how else would they get the quote?
Screaming her head off.
Yeah.
And throwing things around.
Yes, she tries to pass it off like, oh, I'm just a very caring individual. That this was the worst Christmas ever for everybody. No, she didn't include the word everybody. So,
That's not very considerate of her.
I don't think so either. And they're little kids. They're all smiling, so they obviously got everything they wanted.
The kids are smiling.
Yeah.
What's the husband doing? Doesn't try to calm her down at all.
No, he actually eggs her on. He's like, that necklace you wanted? I didn't get it for you. So he knows that, this is some interesting stuff that, the media is going to eat up. So
he's trying to hype it up. Yeah. He's trying to get some clicks.
Yeah, clickbait basically. So I thought that was kind of weird that, she'd say this 4 days after Christmas,
I like how the kids are kind of like the parents, just super reserved, and both of the parents are going insane.
With one of the parents egging the other parent on.
Like a child.
Yeah. So that was...
Wow, that's shocking.
That is some shocking news,
she would do
right?
that.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. We definitely should discuss it. I want to hear what the listeners have to say. I hope that this shocks everybody as much as it shocked us. But, to each their own.
So let's just hypothetically say you made that up.
Right. If I were to go in and I made that up.
I feel like it's just because you were maybe jealous of their, situation. It's like, oh, they can't go to their usual spot, so I'm going to make this crap up about them. Basically.
I mean, I don't think I was necessarily jealous, but I saw the quote of "This is the worst Christmas ever," and maybe I ran with it. I don't know. Hypothetically,
that was a
speaking.
hypothetical. This happened,
right? Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I was necessarily jealous. I mean, I have my own. They aren't in Cincinnati. I think I'm the one in Cincinnati.
That's
so
true.
Maybe she was mad because she wasn't able to go to Cincinnati, and that's why it wasn't it was the worst. Christmas ever.
Wasn't able to go to Skyline, their usual place.
Yeah, or La Rosa's Pizza.
Or Steak and Shake.
Or go to UDM. Yeah, they are mad about Steak and Shake. This is the worst Christmas ever as local Steak and Shake closes down.
Hey, do you have any other weird news?
Oh
or
yeah,
weird,
I've got a
like,
few different.
celebrity-rated
Yeah,
news?
so on the other half of the royal family, maybe you know Meghan Markle. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
The headline goes like this: It's Meghan Markle never ages. Here's the proof. So, I think it's weird that somebody happens to have mentioned this because I'm pretty sure Meghan Markle's a vampire. You can look back at all these pictures from over the years, decades even, if you will, and she doesn't have any wrinkles or any age lines or anything like that. Anything.
Have any of those pictures been out in the sun?
No.
None have been taken outside.
No, they're all inside.
That'd be very weird if they were all inside.
They're all inside. Let me tell you what. She doesn't
At night.
she doesn't have a picture holding garlic. What, are you telling me she never had a picture eating garlic bread?
And nobody's ever standing next to her with a steak.
No. None of that. Look at that. That's another inside one. Another inside picture. And listen, I don't want to make waves here. But
Yes, you do.
I
You wanna
kind of
make
do. I want people to start discussing this. None of these pictures that they posted have been outside. They've all been inside. So, I mean, and there's one where she's next to the queen, and you know how they were ousted. You know, her and what's his name, Harry, were ousted. Maybe they all found out that she was a vampire. Like there's no room for this. We can't take this kind of press. And then they were kicked out. And so I just think it's weird that it took this long to figure out that Meghan Markle was a vampire. And two, it's important to discuss because that has some ramifications on the royal family and why Meghan and Harry were ousted from the family.
We can't take this kind of press. I mean, I would agree. If the world's first vampire was found out, that would be crazy news.
So, I mean, they say that she doesn't age, and what other explanation could you possibly have for not aging?
Maybe she found the fountain of youth.
No, that's preposterous.
Preposterous.
There's no way she found that. And
I thought you were against like supernatural stuff, though.
Well, you know, feelings and opinions can change.
That's true.
And don't, you know, I know that some of our listeners might come at me with some of this. Oh, she probably just takes really good care of her skin, facial creams and such. No way. Everybody would be using the same one if it meant that you could look the same age for decades.
I'll tell you a secret. Blood.
Yeah. Blood of the youth. All right? I'm pissed about this.
Yeah, but I can't argue with this one. This is definitely more realistic it's more believable than the Kate Middleton one.
Right? I mean, I guess. It depends on how much you believe in monsters. So, listen, I know all you doubters out there are never going to bite this, but just, you know,
nice one.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, but pun was not intended, but I'm going to say that it was. But you know, maybe just let this marinate. Just let it, you know, marinate and let it sit in your brain for just a little bit and think about how the dots really do connect.
The more you think about it, the more it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was one. I wasn't you know, too jazzed on that one just because it made me really mad, so I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about it.
Why did it make you mad?
Because I don't like people hiding secrets from us.
It really pissed me off.
So, this doesn't at all relate to, but it helps me transition into my next point. So, I saw a headline, and I thought this was very weird. This is a very weird one. It made me kind of think about one of your weird news things from, I think it was the last, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago. Remember the guy with the guy in Germany or whatever, named Adolf Hitler?
Oh, no, in Namibia?
Oh, yeah. So this one says, Hilaria Baldwin, wife of Alec Baldwin,
okay,
fires back, swears she's sort of Spanish.
What?
That's what I thought at first too, because I was full blown thinking that she was 100% Spanish. So I thought it was kind of weird that she just said sort of with a name like Hilaria. You know.
What is the backstory on this? Why would she say sort of?
Well, it says that Hilaria Baldwin is here to respond to accusations that she isn't really Spanish. All right, so that's kind of weird. Like, why? Who would care?
Obviously, you do. You're reporting on it.
Well, I didn't have any reason to question it at first. So it says, yup, this is really a controversy. So get this. All right, you get this. Last week, she was, her background was looked into a little bit, and people found out that maybe she not 100% Spanish. And I don't want to get into all the nitty-gritty details about it all, but listen, the only reason I could think that she would do this is because she, in fact, isn't really Spanish. But she pretends to be just to make people think that she's cool and for the benefits of being Spanish, which would be having, like, extra spicy food. Am I wrong?
What? The way the stories have been going, I was expecting her to be like, oh, I'm Bigfoot or something like
that. She's Bigfoot? No. That's preposterous. All right? No, but think about it. What culture has a lot of spicy food? I mean, I've had my fair share of Spanish food, and there are some spicy dishes.
Right.
All right? So if you act like you're fully Spanish, people are just going to be like, oh, hey, try this Spanish dish, which is probably spicy. Right?
Oh, so she doesn't like spicy food?
No, she does like spicy food.
Oh, she does like spicy food.
So by acting to be Spanish, she gets free offers of food. And then people, and that's a huge benefit if you think about that. Wouldn't you like
wait,
to
wait.
All right, what? What could you possibly have to say to debunk this?
So just because you're a certain ethnicity, people are going to be offering food to you all the time of your ethnicity?
Sure. I mean, all right, if you had a friend that was trying to learn how to make Spanish food and you happen to be Spanish, who are they going to go to get the best opinion?
But you're making it seem like, oh, she's getting so many offers.
Oh, she probably is. This is Alec Baldwin.
Everywhere she turns, people are giving her
It's Hilaria
dishes.
Baldwin. What would you do if you saw her on the side of the street? Just walk past her?
I would give her a tamale or something.
There you go. So it's a hot tamale.
Right.
So, and then also she just wants people to think she's cool. Oh, she's Spanish. Ooh, big whoop. All right? Everybody's a little bit of something. And you can take that to the bank.
I think you're onto something here.
I do too.
I really do.
Like, think about it. Like, if you were to pretend to be a ethnicity, what would you pretend to be?
It's a tough question there. I don't know.
Well, what? Answer it. 3, 2, 1. Spanish.
You make it seem like everybody wants to be Spanish.
For the spicy food and because people will think you're cooler. All right. So, that one I thought was just weird. That why would she have to swear that she's
This reminds me of
Spanish?
the whole Elizabeth Warren thing where she was saying she was Indian or Native American.
Okay.
And she took the DNA test and was not even Native American at all. She just did it to claim like the minority thing or whatever.
Oh, right. Huh. Well, maybe that's what she was doing.
But that's not the reason. That's not the reason for this. There's no correlation.
Well, and they're saying that Hilaria used to go by the name Hillary. All right.
Oh.
And that she has a fake Spanish accent. All right.
Did her last name used to be Clinton?
I don't know. Only time will tell. All right, so ask you listeners, please comment. Is she only sort of Spanish? Is she not Spanish at all? Or is she full-blown Spanish? Which is it? And why would she fake being full-blown Spanish if she's not?
For the Spanish food.
That's exactly what I thought. And you think she's so cool and hip and, oh, you're so cultured.
Hilaria, that's her name, right? Hilaria?
Yeah, Hilaria Baldwin.
We are calling on you to take an Ancestry.com test. And if you don't do it, we'll riot.
Yeah, we will go outside your
we
house.
We need the answers.
Riot. Yeah. You ever want to see your husband, Alec, in a movie
You ever
again.
want to see him again? You better take that ancestry.com test.
Well, I wasn't going. I wasn't gonna claim that I was gonna kidnap him.
Throwing out threats to the world.
I was gonna say, if you ever want to see him in a movie again, like.
Well, I guess same thing. I mean, if we do, get into a sticky situation where we take him hostage, he would never be in a movie again.
I was just gonna say you could blacklist him in Hollywood somehow, some way.
If you ever want to see your husband again,
if you ever want to see poor little Alec again, you will take this Ancestry.com test, and you will reveal to us once and for all: are you or aren't you Spanish? None of this sort of bullcrap.
Wow, that was man.
Yeah. That let
These
us
are
on
getting weirder and more important to discuss by the minute.
I know. And for my last one, listen, I don't even consider this in our own personal stance. I don't consider this celebrity news, but it is because for whatever reason the world thinks this person's a celebrity, but I don't. So this article, and I also know what this article is really trying to say here. So it says, Kim Kardashian to peasant fans, publicly beg me for some loot, and maybe I'll help you out.
What? No, that's not real.
It says it. So listen. First of all, I know what's going on here. Kim Kardashian, with all the fame and success she's acquired over the last decade, she's broke. All right? And she needs people to beg her for money to make it seem like she's rich. So that the public doesn't catch on that she's actually broke. All right, so she needs to pretend like she's rich by having people beg her for money, but she actually has no money to give. All right. Now, I had my people reach out to Kim Kardashian and her people, and I asked them. I was like, "All right, you don't have to, comment on her financial situation because that's just not classy." But I asked them, why is she famous? Why? She has no reason to be famous. And Kim declined to answer, but I'm pretty sure it's due to her not being able to cite a real reason as to why she's famous.
Oh.
So, shots fired from me to the entire Kardashian family. Come at me. It's weird. Don't do anything about it to me. I don't do anything about it to you. I just bring it up for people to discuss. But I think it's weird that Kim's probably broke and asking her peasant fans to publicly beg for some money so that she appears to be rich.
Wait, she said peasant fans?
All right, so they must have had somebody come in and clean up this article for them, or the truth, or I put truth in quotations. All right, because she went online and she offered to give away money to 1,000 lucky fans. And it says, "Hey guys, 2020 has been hard and many are worried about paying rent or putting food on their table. I want to spread the love by sending $500 to 1,000 people." And then that was the biggest mistake she could have made. Big mistake. Because then she followed it up with saying, "Send me your cash tag below with hashtag KKW holiday." And then people started saying, oh, so we have to come and beg you for money and you might help us? But listen, we all know that Kim was telling people to actually beg her for money on the streets as she walked in her, red bottom heels or whatever, begging for money so that she looked like she was still famous to the media. But she's not. She's broke. I have no proof of this, but that has to be what it is.
Isn't Kanye pretty rich still? No?
Kanye is, but let's be real. Is he gonna really share his money with somebody that's that broke?
You got a point there.
Yeah.
Would he share anything?
Think about this. He came out with the song "Gold Diggers." If Kim ain't got no money, she's probably a gold digger. Are you gonna?
Yeah, but why would he be with her then?
He doesn't know about it. He sees people begging.
Oh, so it's even hidden from Kanye.
Yes, see, he sees people begging on the street. She's like, oh, Kim must have a ton of money if people are begging for money and she's turning them down.
Man, she's put up this act for a long time then.
Well, I don't know how long. It could be a recent bankruptcy. I don't know. I just think it's weird that it all comes around the Christmas season. All right, she probably needs some money. She's the image that people are like, oh, Kim's got all this money to, buy her kid and Kanye some stuff. And then Kanye's the one that has to end up buying it because of whatever reason that Kim makes up. And listen, I know this story is going off the rails a little bit, but it's still weird, and I think that everybody should kind of think about it. Is Kim a celebrity? Yes. But why is she a celebrity? We don't know. Nobody knows. Tell me one reason why Kim Kardashian belongs as a A-list celebrity. Go on, I'm waiting. I'll wait. Give me one reason, Danny. I know you're a big, Kim and Kanye fan.
She's got a big butt.
It's true. Every person with a big butt deserves to be a celebrity. So that one, is weird to discuss. Why is Kim begging for fans to beg for money? Just discuss it amongst yourselves. And then furthermore, again, give me a reason why Kim Kardashian or Kim Kardashian West deserves to be a celebrity.
Yeah, put a comment. Why does she deserve to be a celebrity?
But don't do anything about it. Just discuss it. Give me your results. Give me your answers, whatever.
Your results. Yeah. Everybody spam her on Twitter or ask why you're famous. Why are you famous?
Yeah, then maybe we'll get famous and we'll have more reason of being famous than her because we're the ones that confronted this fake celebrity and took her down once and for all.
Maybe it's not. I don't think it's a good thing that you become famous because you're accusing a lot of people of what might be true, but
I would say that's probably true.
Objectively ridiculous accusations.
I mean, to each their own.
You said one of the people in the royal family is a vampire.
Yeah. And what? Why haven't you heard any headlines covering this? Because they can't take that kind of press. All right?
That's true.
Who knows?
And we're throwing out threats. Hilaria Baldwin.
I mean, you interpreted it as a threat. I was just going to blackball his career.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it out of context, it seems like a threat. But if you listen to the whole thing.
Right. Kind of like if you were to listen to all of these articles I pull up, you might know. But we're going off of what I know in my interpretations.
Wow.
So, that concludes.
I would say the weirdest one has to be the vampire one. That's too out there.
And which one is the one that's most important to discuss?
Most important to discuss one.
Might be the vampire one.
That's very important to discuss.
That is people's lives in the balance.
You could be out there killing.
I mean, I don't want to make waves here, but
that's exactly what you want to do, though, and you know it.
But have you ever seen Meghan Markle and a vampire in the same room at the same time?
Maybe that should be the title of this segment. I don't want to make waves, but
maybe that should be the new title. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Kyle, for enlightening me of the week's celeb gossip.
No problem. I'm glad.
Or not just even gossip, news.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you had?
Nope, that was it. That was it.
So we're going to move on to the other side. Other weird news that's not celeb focused.
Right.
So I had a hard time this week. I'm not going to lie.
Did you? Just slow.
I felt like I exhausted all of the weird news I could find. And it's kind of slow during the holidays. Nobody's out there looking for weird news. So.
Right. So that's when the weirdest stuff happens, though, when nobody's looking for it. And then nobody's there to document it, and then we'll never know if it actually happened or not.
Right. So here's something. And this is on Fox News, by the way.
Okay.
Camel spotted shopping at Bath & Body Works with owner in Nevada.
Oh, so does Bath & Body Works just allow any type of... Don't tell me this is some type of service animal. There's no way. There's no way that this was some type of service dog BS that people pull on airplanes. This is my service camel. Yeah. Why else would there be a camel in a store? In a Bath and Body Works store? I don't think they smell good. So it's probably not good for their business.
It's looking for some perfume. Actually, probably smells like shit, and it's looking to,
So was the camel
not
shopping,
have people
or was the
turn
owner
away in disgust? No, the camel.
The camel was the one doing the shopping, but the owner was just there with it.
The camel owns the guy.
Oh, I
All right.
see.
Passers-by broke out their phones to record the bizarre scene. It took place in Henderson, just south of Las Vegas. My grandparents used to live there.
Do you think it was your grandparents that had the camel? You don't think?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
They haven't been there in like 10 years. So.
Oh, I mean, maybe they went back for the camel.
The camel casually strolls in as staff and fellow shoppers appear to clear a path.
I like how it casually strolls in, like it knows what it's doing. Like, I'm just on a casual stroll. No purpose.
That was the whole thing.
Just here to browse. Thank you.
There's nothing else to this story. It's just the video of it in the store.
I mean, it's pretty weird. I would say it's pretty. I'd think it was pretty bizarre to see a camel in any type of setting other than a zoo.
They didn't give us any context. Like, why does the owner have the camel?
Well, that's lame.
Yeah, this article sucks. It's not real journalism.
Yeah. Just say that it was there. It happened. We're not going to give you any other reason, any other thing to know.
And one of the comments is, I think this happened on a Wednesday,
Oh, Mike.
Guess what day it is?
Guess what day it is? Hump day.
Another one said, no camels allowed was on the sign unless it's a Wednesday. So, there we go. That's a little bizarre, I think.
It is a little bizarre. Was that sign real? Did they actually have that?
No.
Oh, I was like, well, maybe it was done to just, like, prove the sign right.
Maybe it was a publicity stunt by Bath and Body Works.
As if they need any more publicity.
The most bizarre way to...
I've got it, guys. They're in their marketing meeting. Let's have a guy come in with a camel in Vegas, and that's all. That's it. That's our $1 million. It's
gonna go viral. Our name is gonna get out to every phone.
Yeah, Fox News is probably gonna get a hold of it, and look what happened.
That's true. I kind of want to go buy some perfume now. Whatever is at Bath and Body Works.
They have soaps. They have sprays. They have a little bit of everything that goes towards smelling good and feeling good.
So this headline caught my attention. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be weird, but it says, Mom slammed for leaving coal in kids' stockings with savage note from Santa.
Savage note? What is this? What does the note say?
Wait, why'd you cut out?
Oh, what does the note say if it's so savage?
What, you cut out?
Again?
Yes.
Oh, I said, what does the note say if it's so savage?
Oh. I don't know. We're going to find out right now. A mom decided to teach her children a lesson after telling them that Santa wouldn't leave presents if they misbehaved before Christmas.
I thought that it was going to say, teach them a lesson after telling them that Santa wasn't real.
Just going to ruin their Christmas altogether.
Yeah. All right, so continue with the story.
But other parents have branded it mean.
I mean, maybe they deserve the coal.
Okay, this is what it says. Santa is very disappointed because you have not been good boys this year and you have made it onto the naughty list. So instead of treats and toys in your stocking, I have put coal. If you want to be on the good list next year, you need to listen to your mother and do what she tells you. Stop screaming and yelling. Be kind to each other. Stop telling lies to your mother. This is your last chance. Make sure you listen. From Santa in like all caps. I have brought you presents this year, but you must promise to be good because if you're on the naughty list next year, you would get nothing. Your presents are out the back.
Wow. It's like when she said "or else." It's like a war. It's like good luck in the Taken movie.
Yeah.
Or else.
Yeah, this is your last chance. It was really
Wow.
cutting.
And I wonder how old these kids are.
I don't know.
And also, who reported this? Did the mom report this, or did the kids get a hold of it and send it into the media?
I think other parents thought it was mean, so they sent it to somewhere, but I guess the mom must have showed it to someone.
I guess so.
I don't know. But how savage is that? I mean, I don't know if it was that savage.
I don't think it was that savage. I think that she put him on notice. All right.
Basically.
She put him
it was
on
a
notice.
warning.
Yeah. I mean, if your kids are that bad, lying, yelling, screaming, running around, not listening to your mother.
But who is slamming this mom, first of all?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it sounds like somebody that might be like, oh my gosh, they spank their kids. That's child abuse. And then they're going to like report you to DCF type thing. Oh, that's not okay. You didn't give them their toys. Well, if the kids didn't deserve it, sorry.
That's true. Again, that's just a clickbaity headline.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a letdown. I was like expecting a much
and that's
more
like it
cutting.
sends me to something else if it tells me any more backstory on this. I guess she did actually give them coal too, so that's
right. But they also got presents.
Yeah.
So really, the only thing they missed out on was their stocking, which is usually what, candy and like really small items.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not really sure what exactly was so overly savage about it that some parents might not have agreed with, but
yeah, that was weird. I don't know. The headline was just interesting to me.
Right.
All right. So here's another one. Aggressive squirrel attacks reported in Queens neighborhood.
An aggressive squirrel? Of all the animals? Like how many people did this thing attack to warrant this type of notice?
Residents in Queens have reported at least 5 attacks from aggressive squirrels since late November.
Wait, squirrels or a squirrel?
I think multiple squirrels.
Whoa. So the squirrels are revolting.
They're rioting.
This is important. I want to know.
This is very important to discuss. They could be, starting a revolution.
They could. I don't know what I would do if squirrels started to attack me.
They're all getting drunk off pears.
That's true. This is a tie back to the. What if it was that? What if the fermented fruit
pears
has spread to them?
All right, so here's more. One woman needed to visit the emergency room after her hand was bitten by a squirrel. Others have said they are afraid to walk in their own neighborhood due to the critters.
I'm sorry, but like if you're afraid to walk even with a squirrel, like you kick the squirrel. If it's gonna jump at you, you like I don't know.
Dude, those things are fast though.
No, they're fast, but like I don't know. They'd have to be on rabies or something.
Maybe. So this is a description of one of the attacks. It just basically runs up my leg, and I'm like, okay, squirrel, hello, what are you doing?
I'm gonna talk to this thing very calm, very normal like. I'm sorry, if a squirrel that are usually very what do I want to say? Skittish.
Yeah.
I guess is the right word. Skittish creatures. If that thing's on you by choice and you don't have food and you weren't enticing it, like that's red flag number 1.
Yeah. He either bit or scratched me on my neck, and then I must have reached over, and next thing I know, it's a cage match, and I'm losing.
A cage match? The squirrel, like, body slams this guy. Or a girl, I guess. I think you said it was
yeah,
a
her
woman.
name is Micheline? I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's
but
a cage match.
What a way to describe it. It's a cage match, and I'm losing.
That squirrel must have been going to town.
Her hands were covered with blood and bruises. She got a rabies shot as a precaution. And then this person, Leisha Wang, said she was also attacked by a squirrel. I tried to shake it off, but I couldn't. Squirrels have claws. Cling onto your winter jacket. There's no way to shake it off.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is all happening in New York. Oh, you
yeah,
said in
all
the Bronx?
in Queens. Yeah, Queens.
It's in a neighborhood?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've been in that area of New York, but I would still think that there's a fair amount of people around. So it's like these squirrels are ballsy.
At least 3 other people have said they had similar encounters with either a single rogue squirrel or a pack.
A pack of squirrels? Could you imagine seeing like 5 squirrels charging at you? You're like, oh crap.
How I know my time had come then. It's over.
Oh my gosh.
They reached out to the city for help, but they were told to hire their own licensed trapper. Wow.
Can you imagine being the trapper knowing that those things might attack you? There's a pack of them, potentially.
Word for the children. That's what most people are scared with the kids.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming people keep feeding them, and then they get closer and closer.
That's what I would think, too, if they're that comfortable around people. I mean, and it's in New York, so like I said, I don't know about all parts of New York, but if it's anything like New York City, there's not, other than Central Park, there's not like there's trees everywhere. So where are these things living?
Oh, I don't know. However, those who spoke with Eyewitness News said they have not been feeding the animals or chasing them. They have simply been minding their own business.
So these things are going out of their way to get them by choice.
When we leave the house, we have to carry Mom's homemade pepper spray to make sure if it comes at us, we spray it.
Wow. Talk about an interesting story. You can say, yeah, I pepper sprayed a squirrel today.
Yeah, I pepper sprayed a squirrel today. It's like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. That is a very.
That's pretty
weird
important
story.
to discuss. I feel like
it is. Oh, it's very important to discuss, and in fact, I think it's important enough to do something about it. Public safety and public health is at an all-time risk right now.
Of all the stories, this is the most important one where we have to do something about it.
You're gonna have packs of squirrels charging the little ones.
The little ones.
That's like a 4-year-old trying to run away from some squirrels.
That's apocalyptic, man.
It is. Oh my god.
So, all right, here's another one. In quotes, everyone copes differently. Man receives his own taxidermied leg just in time for Christmas.
What the hell? Did he ask for that? I don't want to. I mean, I want to lose my leg, so I'll keep it. Not on me. I'll keep it as like a piece of decoration. Like what? What are you gonna do?
In July, then 24-year-old Justin Fernandez was walking home from work when he was struck by a motorcycle. The impact severed his right leg and sent him to the hospital and subsequently I can't talk, dude. I swear I can't talk. And subsequently a rehabilitation facility for months. And now he has a Christmas gift that would make most people do a double take.
Say that most people is accurate.
A testament to the struggles he went through in a year unlike any other. This was my closure, basically. This is how I wanted to grieve. What do you think about that?
All right. I mean, listen, I feel bad for the guy. You know, losing his leg like that. You losing your leg at all has got to suck. But I don't understand how. If you obviously went 24 years with having a leg, and then suddenly it's gone, and now you're trying to grieve. How are you going to grieve by seeing the very thing that you lost all the time? He has his literal leg there.
Yeah, I feel like it would just remind you of it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, that's what I'm missing. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Like, you don't ever get the, I don't want to say normal, but you don't ever adjust to having the prosthetic leg, which I'm assuming he probably either has or is going to get, by just seeing your leg there. I mean, listen, it sucked to lose any appendage.
Right.
But, and as much as it would suck to, like, basically throw it away, I don't think I'd want to keep it. So.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'd be on that boat, too. I wouldn't. But I think most people would do that.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments, guys. Would you keep any appendage if you were to lose it? And not so much in hopes of it getting sewn back on or anything like that. Like, would you keep an appendage that you knew was gone for good?
Jose just brought Kyle something.
He did.
I don't know what
My
it
roommate
was.
Jose just brought me a sandwich or a
Oh, wow. How
Yeah.
nice of him.
Very nice. Sorry for the pause there, guys, but all of you can now be jealous about my food. Thank you, Jose. I don't know if you heard me or not, but
He's ignoring you.
yeah.
So it cost him $15,000.
Wait, he paid $15,000 to have his leg taxidermied?
Yeah, he had to go
no
to a
way.
taxidermy studio.
No way. I'll pocket my 15 grand.
You're almost considering it before, but not at all
Yeah.
now.
Well, you know what? Actually, you've got to think. How much money did he get from the guy who hit him?
Oh, I have no idea.
So that might I mean, if he's really that gung ho about it, maybe he knew he was gonna get. I mean, you've got to think about how that's gonna cost the motorcyclist an arm and a leg. But I'm so sorry.
Come on, too soon.
Too soon. I'm sorry. It
But
was
one does
there.
not simply walk out of a hospital with a severed limb, even if it's your own. He had to get a custom waiver to get it released. If you can picture this, I'm just in this hospital. I don't even have a prosthetic leg at this point. I'm just hopping around. I'm stuck in bed and I'm sending 100 emails and dozens of phone calls all over the place.
Wait, is he stuck in bed or is he hopping around?
Yeah,
No.
make up
That's
your
my
mind.
big question.
So they presented evidence that they could handle this in a safe manner and an effectively clean way. So, yeah, he got it done.
Wow. I mean, I'm still in the same boat of wouldn't be my first course of action, especially if it cost that much and went through that much trouble for it. But I suppose to each their own. If you want to look at your lost leg all day, every day,
I mean, I don't want to
and be
make
in
fun of the
possession
guy,
of it,
but like,
then
it's kind of strange.
it is pretty strange. Listen, I feel bad for the guy. Let's get that one thing clear, that I would feel bad for most people that lose a important part of their body like that. So it's something that they didn't even do on their own. Like, if you're being stupid and that's your own fault, like, all right, yeah, it sucks that it happened, but like, I'm not going to feel overly bad for you because you should have known better in a sense. But in this case, it wasn't even him. Somebody hit him and took that from him. So that's what makes me feel most bad for him.
Definitely. All right, let's try to go on a more, I guess, a lighter note. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I enjoy talking about lost appendages as much as the next guy. But let's go on to a next one. It was a weird story, but hopefully the guy's okay.
Yeah.
Coping.
To each their own, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Dog polishes off family's Christmas dinner, is unable to move after that. I just can't even get through that. It's so stupid.
Polishes off.
Like, going from that headline to this is too much of like a I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
It's like one end of the spectrum to the other.
Yeah.
So he ate so much. Wait. Polishes off makes it seem like he just had a few scraps to end it off. But he ate too much to move?
He's unable to move after that. I'm just like, how is this a headline? I was like, where did this come from?
Like, who? Did, they take him to a vet and the vet had to report this to the media or something? Or what? Like, I don't understand. Like, I grew up with dogs, and dogs have eaten food, my dogs have eaten my food before, and I'm not like, oh my gosh, the news needs to hear about this.
I couldn't even get through that whole thing without laughing. Oh, okay.
Wait, you've...
Am I there?
Jeez.
Okay, so a picture of Bubba
you
lying on her
froze a little
side
bit,
has been shared thousands of times on social media. Meet Bubba, the small dog that ate a big turkey.
Wow. So Bubba's a girl. One.
According to The Sun, Bubba, a 5-year-old Chi Apso, managed to get her paws... Yeah, that's a girl's name.
Hey, Bubba. That's our biggest concern about this is that there's a dog out there that's a girl. Its name is Bubba. And it hit you the second time. I had to bring it up for you to notice, but it's true.
Oh, I think juxtaposed next to that other article is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So it shows a picture of her on her side.
Yeah. So it's like this small dog, like almost like one of those yappers you might see.
Oh, okay.
It looks pretty full, though. It looks like
like a bowling ball. Like that's how round its stomach looks. Like somebody like inflated the dog with air. Could like float away.
According to The Sun, Bubba, a 5-year-old Chiapso, managed to get her paws on the turkey, which was meant to feed 3 humans. On Christmas Eve, Bubba snuck into the kitchen and polished off the family dinner, which had been wrapped in foil and left under a dish towel on the kitchen counter. The dog then collapsed on the floor, barely able to move after its large meal.
So, all right.
This is important news, okay?
This is important news. I have a problem with how they're saying polished off. The dog ate an entire turkey, it sounds like. 3 meals worth minimum. And then no dud collapsed. They didn't polish it off, it ate the whole thing. It collapsed on the floor. Wow.
So the picture went viral, collecting thousands of amused comments. In Bubba's defense, she did not scarf down the whole turkey. She left a shred of turkey breasts for her owners.
Wow, a whole shred. So again, didn't polish it off.
The greedy dog did not suffer any long-term effects from her binge eating, but it has now been put on a strict diet. She just couldn't move. It was pretty big, a whole turkey breast.
She just couldn't move. She was too round.
My aunt had 2 turkeys, so we got one of hers.
Wow. So, like, this dog, all right, so this is like a little dog, right? You said it was a little dog. That thing, how did that thing get up on the counter?
Oh, I don't know. That's a great question.
Like, was
the most liked comment is, "We live in strange times."
That we do. That we do. Bubba has ensured that there was at least some type of weird news story out there. Wow.
That was something.
That was something. Dog ate most of it. Oh, not the whole turkey. There's a shred left. It ate most of a turkey. Impressive. Impressive that the dog ate that much.
I'm glad you enjoyed that one.
That was a good one. I don't know if it's as important to discuss as the squirrels, or as
not
weird
important
as the squirrels.
as important to discuss as the squirrels.
But it's still important to discuss it. You know, it's weird news. I think it's important that we discuss that there's a dog.
This has to happen all the time, though. Like
I don't understand why it's. You're gonna tell me that there's never been a big dog that got the same amount of turkey or more and ate it and then was like, oh, full. That's all it was. It was just full. It's like, what do I go to if every time I eat my fair share of food, do I go tell somebody, hey, just want to let you know I ate all of that food and I'm full now? Might need to wheel me home.
Did you eat almost a whole turkey though?
No.
Did you leave a shred of chicken breast left behind?
No.
All right, in more dog-related news. Dog missing for 3 weeks finds owner working at Walmart.
Wait. So the dog missing for 3 weeks finds owner, and the owner was working at Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay.
A dog that went missing from her owner's Alabama backyard turned up 3 weeks later when the canine wandered into a Walmart store and found her owner working at a checkout lane.
Wow. Talk about a good feeling if you're that the worker. You're like,
yeah.
Holy crap. It's been like almost a month, and you're pretty sure at that point that your dog's probably not coming back. And it just sees you at work. Wow.
A customer service associate at the Walmart store said she was baffled when a black and white dog wandered into the store.
Baffled.
She said, "What in the world is happening?"
What is happening?
I'm a huge animal lover, so I just followed her, and she ran up to register number 6. The cashier at register number 6, June Roundtree, was able to solve the mystery. The canine was her missing dog, Abby.
Wow. How do we know? Did they ask for proof?
How far away was the Walmart from?
Yeah, that too. How long, like, and what made the dog go into the Walmart?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm assuming it saw people there, but I don't know. Like, you'd think, like, of all the places it could have gone,
Yeah, seriously.
maybe it smelled the owner.
Do you think so?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how strong dogs' noses are, but that'd be one hell of a nose to sniff out an owner at a Walmart, because think about how many scents are at a Walmart. How many people that go into a Walmart, and stinky people probably.
You're right, man, but I would like to think that the dog could smell it. This makes everything seem better.
Yeah, it makes it seem like the dog knew what it was doing,
Yeah.
and it makes it more impressive. So we're going to go with that. I concur.
Roundtree said the Walmart store is more than a mile from her home.
All right, so not more than 2 miles, though. So I'm not impressed. Let's see. So what was the tortoise's name?
Solomon.
Solomon, who could have made it there.
Oh, man. How
3
long was
weeks.
he gone? 64 days or something like that?
Oh,
So it
it
took
was
him
longer.
times that by 8 or something.
Barely an eighth of a mile away. Oh,
So
wow.
the owner had been working there for 10 years but never brought the dog there.
That is interesting then.
And then one of the other workers says, "It was beautiful. It was so overwhelming. I was in disbelief. I thought she was joking."
Oh. It's a nice joke. This is my dog. Oh my god. What a joke. Ha ha ha.
And so that pretty much wraps up the weirdos. I know it wasn't great this week, but I wanted to end it on something
I mean, they were
lighthearted.
interesting. They were interesting to hear, and I'm glad that the owner was reunited with the dog.
Yeah, it's some happy news to end it.
Yeah, as opposed to the prosthetic leg. So, but the 2 dog stories, one ate its fair share of turkey. The other one happened to wander back into where a turkey would be bought at Walmart. Maybe that's what it was doing. It had heard about Bubba, the girl dog, and I was like, you know what? I can outdo her. I can eat more turkey.
Well, it's pretty easy to outdo Bubba. What you do is eat.
No. Like, outdo her in how much could be eaten.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, went in to go get its own turkey.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of.
And it just happened upon the Walmart that the owner was at, and yeah.
Wow.
So, that's some interesting stuff. Some pretty weird news.
Yeah, so that wraps up that side. I mean, that part of the show.
Segment, yeah. Do we have any, what's up next? Is it supposed to be the comments?
We do have some comments, or one comment.
We
basically.
do? Okay.
But I did have something. So we have a frequent listener, of course, Nick.
Yep. Hey, Nick, what's going on, man? Thanks for listening.
Thank you for commenting. He got this text out of nowhere the other day that I wanted to share with you and get your opinion.
Okay.
I have to pull it up, though. So it came from a random number. And it says, "Take in just one glass before going to sleep. Nicholas, remove your huge stomach?" Question. Visit this link.
Sounds like he put his phone number out somewhere. That's some like type of spam marketing for one of those like get skinny quick.
Take in
Right?
just one glass before going to sleep. Nicholas, remove your huge stomach? I guess you're right then. I didn't even think about it like that.
Right. So it's like, do you want to remove your huge stomach? Have one glass of this before you go to sleep, and you'll be skinny. Think about all those like stupid ads you see on like spam websites, and like that's got to be what it is because it's also bad grammar.
Yeah, so take in and then just is capitalized. One glass
Just
before going.
one?
Yeah.
Like just one? No way. You'll never believe it. But call now and do it now, and we'll pay your shipping and handling.
It says Nicholas, and then capital R. Remove your huge stomach.
Wow.
So I thought that was kind of weird. I just wanted to share that.
That is pretty weird. That is weird. And let us know. Are you going to remove your huge stomach?
Yeah,
Do you have
I wanted
a huge
him to
stomach?
click on the link when he wanted to.
Oh man. I mean, they already have your information, so there's not much you can do. But I guess don't do it on your computer. If you do,
Yeah.
click on it.
Okay, then this is the comment he had said.
Uh-huh.
So he has a snake. He's asking
Okay.
you, is owning reptiles weird? Give it to me straight, Kyle.
All right. Well, first, Nick, I'm gonna be real with you here. Snakes are my least favorite animal. I am afraid of snakes. I think they're weird. They don't have any legs or arms. I don't know what it is. I do not do snakes. So it's not my go-to choice for a pet. And I typically am like, I wouldn't want to deal with it with having to feed it the mice and everything like that a lot of people feed. Do I think it's weird to have reptiles in general? No. Because I always thought that it would be cool to have like a bearded dragon. And just so you know, the reason I know a little bit about like the different names of this stuff is because I used to work at PetSmart.
Yeah, he's got experience with this.
So I always thought that the bearded dragons or the leopard geckos were kind of cool. But I did tell them when I first started at PetSmart, I was like, I will help with any and all animals except for the snakes. And I never had to touch the snakes. One time I had to help sell a snake, and I was like, I let the customer kind of pick the snake up and everything like that, but I did not touch the snake.
Wait, did you try to, pitch it to them? Like, this is a great pet,
No. They
very minimal care with it.
No, I figured that
they'll love you to death.
Right? Yeah, they'll love you especially to death. Because we had like ball pythons and stuff like that. Then I don't know how big those things get, but those are the biggest snakes that we sold. Yeah. But I figured that with people that want to have a snake, they probably know what they're getting into, and I would hope they've done their research. Because it's not like I have to like be like, oh, do you want a snake? Like most people know it if they do or not.
I don't think of having a snake as weird. I think it's not a normal, or I think it's a bit out of ordinary, like than a dog or a cat.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not scared of snakes, but I don't think I would get one.
I don't know what it is that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like I know like some people are like really afraid of spiders. Like I don't like spiders, but I'm much more afraid of snakes than I am of spiders.
Interesting. Even if it's a harmless snake, like it won't bite you.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. They're just creepy.
They're animals too.
I know they are. Yeah, I just don't like them. I do not care for snakes whatsoever.
Okay, so he had two parts to this question.
Okay.
Or to this comment.
Mm-hmm.
He just watched the movie Freaky with Vince Vaughn. Have you heard about that one?
I have. That's the one with the serial killer and the girl at high school or whatever switching.
Yes, he was just wondering if we had watched it.
Well, I haven't. I do have a coworker that told me that they had seen it. They had kept asking me if I'd seen it yet, and I kept telling them no. I have to make my way to the theaters because for a while that was like one of the only movies in the theaters. So it is on my list to see at some point. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters or not, or if I'll just wait for like Redbox or if it happens to go on like Netflix or something like that. But it is a movie that I would like to see.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. It looks interesting.
Yeah. So it looks like it's like almost like a horror comedy.
I think the same director. Do you remember that movie Happy Death Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same director, I think.
Okay. So, I mean, it has potential because I didn't mind the Happy Death Day movies.
I didn't see them.
You didn't see them?
No.
I saw both of them, and they were all right. I mean, they weren't like fantastic, but they were a lot better than I was expecting them to be. Did he mention if he liked them or not? The movie or not?
He liked Freaky.
You liked Freaky? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, and I think my coworkers said that they enjoyed the movie. They didn't really go into any detail. They just said that it is a little, violent, but that was to be expected when dealing with like a serial killer type thing. So.
Right.
Huh. Well, yeah. I mean, that kind of. Oh, I did. Just speaking of movies, on the when was that? The night before I left Cincinnati, so December 26th. I went over to one of my uncles and cousins' houses, and we went to go watch the second Wonder Woman movie.
Oh yeah.
And we made it halfway through, decided to pause it to go make some popcorn, and then we decided that it wasn't worth going back to watch. Terrible.
It was that bad?
It was so bad.
Why?
I guess, all right, so one of the things was I didn't like how it looked when they were having the, Wonder Woman as a kid jumping around, or really any time that Wonder Woman's jumping around. It just looks really cheesy. Like, it looks like, all right, she's being lifted through the air on wires.
Right.
And then the acting, or the action scene at the beginning was garbage. The script, garbage. So many plot holes.
Wow.
Like, that it was just bad. And I went into it having heard some people's complaints about it, namely one of our friend's brothers. And I didn't say anything to anybody because I wanted us to all go in with like our own fresh, unbiased state of mind. I didn't want to go in expecting, oh, it's going to be bad, and then looking for everything that made it bad. But after having watched the hour and change that we watched, I wish I had, because it was pretty bad.
That's surprising. The first one was solid.
I know, and I thought it was really solid too. Like, I really we saw that together in theaters.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was really good, the first one, so I had high hopes for the second one, and I feel like it fell flat on its face.
We talked about it twice in our first podcast, before we watched it and then after we watched it.
Oh, did we?
It was a topic twice.
Wow.
I think that's funny.
Well, this one, I mean, as much as I didn't enjoy the first half, I would like to go and either rewatch the whole thing just to see how the movie ends. But I also don't feel like I want to spend 2.5 hours of my time watching a movie that was hard enough to get through the first half the first time.
Dang.
So, and you know me, I'm not usually hypercritical of movies, but this one is there's not much going for it.
Damn.
So,
on a side note, I finished The Mandalorian.
Did you? I have, I think, 2 episodes left. What do you think of it?
I thought those were the best ones. The last
episodes.
2? Yeah. It really built
Okay.
up to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
will
one
say,
with
like,
Bill Burr was one of my favorites, and then the last one was really good.
Which one's the one with Bill Burr?
That should be the one before the last one. So.
Oh, is he the guy that was one of the like mercenary type people that was in the first season?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it ended really strong. I mean, each episode was pretty good by itself,
Mm-hmm.
but like at least it finally built into something. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Cool. Yeah, the one. I mean, I guess I won't say exactly the part I'm on, just in case if people are watching. I'm sure that you probably know. It was the one titled "The Tragedy."
Tragedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
When they take
yeah.
Baby Yoda to the
Yeah,
top
yeah,
of the
yeah.
mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or Grogu or whatever his name is, really.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it, and I'm surprised it took me this long to get as far into it as I have. But it's been pretty cool.
I thought it ended on a high note. I don't know if they're gonna make a season 3. Honestly.
I think that it's rumored to be planned to have a season 3, but I think it's supposed to be not till like 2022.
Yeah. I mean, they have another series planned. I don't know if you've heard about it, but you passed that episode already. I mean, who cares? Do you think anybody's going to care about spoilers? Boba Fett's in it, and they're going to make a series around Boba Fett.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something about a Boba Fett series, and they obviously have the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Dude, I'm so stoked for that.
I know. It's supposed to be 2022. And then there's some other what's the guy from Rogue One?
Oh,
what's
I
his
can think of
name?
the actor's name. I can't. Cassian Andor, or something like that.
Yes. So this show's called Andor, and that's supposed to be another 2022.
I don't know all of the character names that well.
Yeah, neither do I. And this one with like the Jedi that shows up in Mandalorian is pushing it for me because I wouldn't have known the name otherwise. I'm pretty sure she's more of like a Clone Wars and maybe even comics character.
Yeah, she's been in all the animated ones.
Right. So, and I've never watched any of the animated ones.
I don't know, like, I don't know if it feels too childish or something. I'm sure they're good. I've just never started them.
Right. I think that I probably have too much enjoyment out of the live action that I wouldn't want to go to, like you said, kind of like a childish version of the show. But
and, like, I keep seeing that they're good. Like the Clone Wars is really good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, I don't want to watch a cartoon about Star Wars.
Right, but like imagine if it's like the same level of good as Avatar.
That's true. It did take a minute to get used to that because there are a lot of childish moments in that too.
Right. But overall it's a good show. So I mean, maybe...
No, it was a great show. It's definitely aimed at kids though.
Yeah. So maybe there's some parts of the Clone Wars that adults can more connect to the live action movies and kids would be able to, and that'd be kind of cool, I guess. But
I don't know. I just have to get over that, I guess, stigma. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's more of like that's a good way to put it, as a stigma that we probably have in our own heads. That if you just put aside the fact that it's a cartoon, because if it was a live action, I'm sure we'd be all over it.
That's true.
So.
All right, I think that's about it. That wraps it up. Unless you got something else to say.
No, that was nice to end on a little bit of movie stuff. So you know.
Going back
a little
to
bit true to our roots. Yep, there you go. The roots thing.
I just thought, like, when we used to talk about movies, it got kind of boring. It's like,
I mean, too much of it, I think.
Just when I'm thinking from other people listening to it, I was like, all right.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Who cares what they think about the movies?
Give me the weird news. That's what people are thinking. I need the weird news.
I can't possibly find anything online on my own. I've got to, have Danny and Kyle spoon feed it. But they don't get our hot takes.
That's true.
So,
our professional opinions, like political commentary.
Yeah. And anybody that is listening to this point, please submit comments to us. Like, I really enjoy those because it puts us on the spot to answer something. So, or talk about whatever it is that we're being commented to talk about. So I enjoy those too. So thank you, Nick, for the comments.
Yeah, as always.
Always look forward to hearing those. So hopefully I answered in a way that you
give it to me
satisfied
straight.
With. Yeah,
you give it to him straight. I think.
Yeah, give it to you straight. It's not my type of my pet, but I wouldn't say you're weird. It's just out there. So.
What do you mean? That's the same thing, out there and weird.
It's out there. No, like how you said, it's not like you're.
I said it's out of the ordinary. Pet. Yeah, it's not
a
dog or a cat.
Right. Yeah.
Which is the most popular choices, I would think, for a pet.
Yeah. So, wouldn't say you're weird, but for me, you're on the edges.
You're on the edges. So. It's almost important to discuss.
Almost important to discuss, but enough people have pet snakes that we don't even really have to discuss it, I guess. So.
Right. All right, then I think we'll wrap this up. I mean, I thought it was going to be a short episode, but we talked through a lot.
I think we have enough to talk about each time, even if we don't hit all of our little counts on those type of things. But
usually I try to aim for like an hour, but we've been going past an hour the past couple times.
Yeah, so we'll just let it roll and see how they all go. So.
All right, guys. So as always, thank you for listening and continue to comment. And we will see you or talk at you next time.
Yeah, and don't forget to like the videos. Recommend us to your friends.
Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram, on Twitter. Every social media. MySpace. Yeah.
MySpace for sure. That's
Friendster.
The hot one.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.